Maybe time talk small. You ready? I wake up now. We didn't move forward. No turning back again. We better than move. No turning back. We better than move. No turning back. Step by step, we steady on the track. Hand in hand, we strong like that. Oh, never no turning back. We better than my soul. See the way. Better future coming every day. Oh, we like. Make nobody slide. Oh, tell the world, no turning back. You can feel unfair. Hope something everywhere you hear. But then the children go to school. Everybody doing progress. We don't tire for staying one place. Now that's our steady pace. No small effort every day. That's so the key trying to score. Yeah, again inside the heart. It's not right to stop. If you love this man like me and you stand up, make me push it down. Who said no? Not me. Who said wait? Not now. When I nation ready to go, not if you don't come now. Who said no? Not me. Who said wait? Not now. When I nation ready to go, not if you don't come now. You better than move, no turning back. 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 Look around you like a show. Now today, tomorrow, bro. Young people dreaming big, big things. Steady sound ambition brings from the down straight to the show. That's what I said that before. We don't lead the way. That's together we go stay. Sweat today for better life. Push through every struggle and strive. Don't be building no stand for future. Let's see more of some. We ready. We going forward. Any turning back. Never. We better ready. We going forward. Any turning back. Never. We better than I said. Lift your hand. We better than I said. Lift your hand. Feel the power to the land. Stronger than we ever stand. No turning back. For whatever hear the sound, let the victory resound. Solid hope we don't found. No turning back. For whatever hear the sound, let the victory resound. Solid hope we don't found. No turning back. You know don't break. The future calling.
Well, folks, want to say good evening to you all. This is the Riverside Talk, the Twah River TV. We are here again with another edition of today's topic. We are here again with another edition of the Riverside Talk. I want to say thank you to you all, those of you that are following, and those of you that will come across this video. Disclaimer: Facebook, we own no copyright to the music playing at the back. Absolutely no copyright to the music we play on this platform. Like I said, we will be in conversation with our students, the NEMA students in India. We'll be in conversation with them. We're trying to get them here. They have a different time zone, and based on that, they are somewhere around 2 a.m. So getting ready to join is, what they are doing now. Hopefully, once they are ready up, we will bring them in and we'll start our conversation. I want to say thank you to you all. Thank you for what you do on a daily basis. Just like, share, and follow our page. This is the Twah River online platform, the original one, not a fake. Anyone after this platform is fake. So thank you all. Let's take a music while we get those guys going.
let me go. With you, victory, victory, victory. Victory looks like it was victory. Looks like it was victory.
Well, folks, want to say thank you all again and welcome if you are following, if you are watching, welcome to the Twah River TV. We are making our effort to get our students from India. Like I said, it's somewhere around 2 a.m. their time, though they wanted to appear here again today. So hopefully once they are up, we will bring them here and we'll dive strictly into our conversation. So, since last Friday, there has been issue in Liberia as it relates to the Ebola outbreak in DR Congo. And the entire Facebook was flooded last Friday with fake information, with information that brought panic to the public. And later on, those information spread. You know how information spread like a wildfire. Later on, those information went across, and people, spread the information around. But hopefully, they were able to contain that very quick. And the person that was at the whole thing was centered around. I saw her interview with the police where she was narrating what has happened and what she said that people misunderstood her. And according to her, she said that they went to work and there was a training conducted by the wife of the CSA boss. That's the civil servant agency boss wife who happened to be a nurse, or I don't know, nurse, or what position she occupied, was the one that was speaking to them how to be conscious of the virus they're talking about. And people who were affected area that entered Liberia, and before I call it airport could realize those guys have already entered Liberia. And that was her narration, that this is what happened. And when she got home, she called, according to her, she worked in 2 places. And then when she got home, she called her children and told them and advised them to be careful of this Ebola virus. So now that how information spread, everything went haywire. That's how we end up with that information on Friday, I think. Now today, the Ministry of Public, the NFIL, that is the Public Health Institute of Liberia, put out a statement today stating that there was about 16 nationals who entered the country who have been in Uganda recently. And those people entered Liberia, so they are doing surveillance on them. Now, the question that we all need to ask is, how long did it take them to identify those guys, and how long those guys were in the country for? Go take a shower.
So why not to pay me?
Why?
Because I don't want to pay by my own self. But kill themselves.
Okay. So now the question is, we have to ask, how long did they, realize that those guys were in the country for, and the amount of time that they have been in the country for, though it is true that they're doing, surveillance on them, doing checking, doing monitoring their vitals and things, fine. But if they have already been in the country before you guys can start doing that, because one thing, if you check the Ebola outbreak we had in Liberia, right? One of those things that really gave us hard time was the contact tracing. At first, when the whole thing started, the contact tracing was a major issue for us. Very major one. Because everybody was afraid, everybody was in hiding. But things improved later down the line when people knew what it was dealing with and so forth. So everything got settled down along the line. But at first, the major thing we struggled with was that particular issue. So now, if those guys, about 16 foreign nationals who visited DR Congo, enter Liberia, how long were they in the country for? And in the first place, they are not Liberians. Why are they there? And then, because if we get to know all of this, we might start in case of anything. Nobody is saying Ebola is in Liberia right now. But according to Enfield, what they say is that they are monitoring 16 persons who came from the affected zone. 16 foreign nationals who came from the affected zone. So they are monitoring them. And that is the question that I'm asking. How long were they in the country for before you guys start tracing them? Before you guys got in touch with them? We need to know all of that. Then we'll make a determination. But to me, Ministry of Health could have done better. We urge them to do better, and we hope that they will do better. So my understanding of Ministry of Health should have done even far more better. We know it's DR Congo. People travel here and there. Now, as we speak, it is in Uganda. And the people that were quarantined came from Uganda. And Uganda is one of the affected zones as we speak. And I was looking at WHO statistics, which they say it is possible that other surrounding countries around there will likely get into that. You're talking about Uganda, about Tanzania. Other places who were closer will likely be affected because people are moving from one end to another. So, it's a serious public health crisis. I know we Liberians have been there before, and it's looking fearful, but I know that we will, we will actually stand our ground to make sure that we are, positioned to tackle this issue in case we ever encounter that in Liberia. But we pray that we won't encounter that in Liberia. Welcome to the show, Franklin Meame, Tim Meame, the Duoplomi. How's it going? Franklin, how's it going? All right, so while we are with Franklin, maybe he's having difficulty or he's trying to connect. But like I was saying, it's very important that this time, if it is possible, let's get to know who all are living and where they are going and where they are going to, so that we'll be able to know them in case of any issue. Franklin, are you there? Franklin, it's very important that we do that. We're talking about health. We've been there. One thing that America didn't understood about the whole thing with coronavirus in 2020 is that people were not open to that. It had not happened to them before, so they didn't have no ideas about what was happening. Until later, when people started dying, that's the time some health professional started speaking about it. Folks, let's take our music while we make effort to get our student here in studio. Yeah, I think everything.
Kaya Pepe, 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 Kaya Pepe.
All right, let's put it right there. Liberia Lone Star. That was back then, man, when Lone Star was still Lone Star. Franklin, man, welcome to the show. Franklin, are you there? Well, folks, our students are getting ready. I just got a word from them. They're getting ready. They will join us pretty soon. So, like we were saying, at this time, though Liberia is still free, nothing has happened, but it's equally important that we be on a high alert. Since we've had people that have traveled from those affected area and into Liberia, into Liberia, it requires us being very vigilant and careful on how we go about doing things. Because if we are not careful, we might likely. Frankly, are you there? Man, I don't know what's going on with your connection tonight. I mean, you on car? So at this time, it's good that we set up the contact tracing team and be on the standby since we are monitoring them very closely, and all those start identifying who all they have interacted with and have them under our supervision. Because frankly, if you are a motorbike, just mute till you get home. So because if we do that, it will be a very good help to us. And once again, let's be clear. The Ministry of Public Health and the
James, I will talk.
See that?
Got me?
No, I didn't hear what you said.
Yeah, I'm saying I'm following the show. Yeah, I'm saying I will follow the show. When I pick chance, I will talk.
All right, no problem. You can do. So once again, let's be clear here. Ministry of Public Health, the NFIL, go ahead, mute. So NFIL and Public Health have confirmed that there is no Ebola in Liberia. That is the fact. That is the factual story. There is no Ebola in Liberia as we speak. But there has been people who have traveled to those affected areas, and about 16 foreigners that went to those locations. Is those 16 that they are monitoring them closely. But if you follow the statement from the NFIL, the press release they put out, they didn't say they are confirmed. No, their statement was plain, clear, straight to the point, very straight to the point. They are just monitoring them. They are monitoring them. They didn't say we have them, but they are monitoring them. But equally so, we Liberians, we've been there before. We have handled this virus unknowingly before it became, a major crisis in the West African region. We have seen it. We have worked around it before. So at this time, they say prevention is better than YQ. Let's start taking our preventionary precaution right now and be on a high alert. Because, like I said, I read an article on World Health platform, and what simply they were saying is that with the level and with the variance that is happening now in Congo and Uganda, it is possible that other countries, surrounding countries near them, might likely be get affected. They're talking about Rwanda, Tanzania, other close countries around them, because what people are traveling from one end to another around those regions. And if people that are traveling around there, we're talking about people that also that leave Liberia to go to those places. So it's very much important at this time that we sit and analyze this whole thing and stop spreading these false rumors. If a case is in Liberia, the people that are close with the authority to announce it, they will announce it to the public, and all ears will get to know. But as it stands from Ministry of Health, from NFIL, these are major entities that are close with the authority, to give us the day-to-day happening in Liberia. Mr. Crosser, can you put your camera on? We can see you. So let it be known to the public that the information that went live on Friday was false alarm. And according to the lady herself, she was just speaking to her children to conscientize them. It was not, Anita, turn your camera on, please. Okay, here we go. Yes, welcome. Let's wait on others to join.
Thank you so much, Honorable.
Okay, folks, want to say welcome to you all and thanks for joining us here today. It is the Twah River platform, Riverside Talk. We are here again with another edition. And like I said, we'll be in conversation with our students in India. That is the NEMA grouping in India. We'll be in conversation with them. Mike, turn on your camera. We'll be in conversation with them, and once you guys are settled down, we'll go straight into our conversation. Mike, turn on your camera, please. No hiding face. Friday, I'm putting you back. Man, Friday, put on this shower. We're not muscle around here. All right, gentlemen, I want to say welcome to you all. I know it's good morning your time. It is good evening my time, good evening Liberia time. So I want to say welcome to you all. Let's start the ball rolling. Let's get to know who are here today. At least justice has been served. Gender equity president is here tonight. It's not all Mr. Gentleman here. So let's start with you, the lone female among us here. Let's get to know you. Unmute yourself.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead.
Okay. Good morning to my fellow Liberians in India, and good evening to our leader in Liberia on Asa also. My name is Anita Walekwe. I'm attending Chenega University. I'm currently in India, Punjab State, Chenega, and I'm attending Chenega University. I'm pursuing BSc in biotechnology. And I am currently the chief of protocol to the president.
That's my
I'm
lady.
so happy to be among you guys tonight.
All right, Madam Chief of Protocol. It's over to you for the Friday. Sorry, let's get to know who is Friday. Friday. Okay,
Thank
go
you.
ahead.
Th- Thank you. Yeah. My name is Friday Edwin Cruiser. I'm the treasurer for the Nima University students studying in India. I studied at Punjab Technical University, a candidate for Bachelor of Business Administration.
Okay. Let's get to you, Alice. Mike, turn your camera on. You turn your camera on. I'm bringing you here. Alice, let's get to you. You muted. Alice, you are muted. Okay, here we go.
Okay, I'm okay now. Good evening to everyone, and good evening to the people of Twah River, the people of Nima County, and the people of Liberia at large. I'm Ellis D. Kawia from district number 4, Nima County, to be precise, Depley Town. It is an honor to be here tonight. I'm the Secretary General for the student in India. Thank you, sir.
All right, now let's get to you, Mike Woto.
Thank you, CEO. Again, we are here morning from an end. Good evening to our people back here. And it is an honor to be here. I'm doing Bachelor of Science in Information Technology at the Punjab University. It is an honor and here to talk to our people about the pending people that we have here in India. Basically, we the students.
I don't know what is happening. It's like your line is coming in broken. So uh, I don't expect India to have network problem in Liberia, man. Like, I don't know what's going on tonight with you guys. But anyway, we want to say welcome to you all. Um, this is the Twah River TV. I want to say thank you for your presence here tonight. Um, Mike, it's over to you. Let's get to know why we're here tonight. Why the presence of NEMA student here tonight.
Yeah. So, thank you. I was being here tonight. Actually, we've come to re-echo what we said to our people before. Last week, we were here and we spoke to our people, engaging them, allowing them to know our pending lawsuit on the inauguration program. But then those that we sent communication to, invitation to, they have not responded. So purposely we have come to let them know that the communication extended to them. We are actually waiting for the responses because it is our leaders back in Nigeria are depending on them for the success of this. So this is why we are here tonight.
Okay. For introduction, now can you introduce yourself?
Okay.
We can't hear you. Now we can't hear you.
Wow.
Okay. Go off and come back. So Nemu is one of the panelists for this show, and then Franklin Miami is also another panelist for this show as well. So, gentlemen, we've heard the plight. It's over to you, Anita. You being a protocol officer to the president, and your presence here tonight, what can you tell the public about the upcoming program?
Can you please come here again, sir?
So you are the protocol officer to the president. How is the preparation going for the upcoming program on the 13th?
Yeah, from the look of things, the information that is being sent to the group that we are all in and the meeting we have been having, I can assure you that everything is going well. The only problem we have now is the people who are coming from Liberia. This is the main reason why we are here tonight, to appeal to them. Like the person who is supposed to come to make our program a success, to appeal to them so that they won't change their mind. Yes, because we are actually hoping on them, and we will actually be grateful to see them here present during our program. Well, as for the preparation on our side, is going well.
All right, Mr. Bear man, let's get to hear you. Why are you here tonight? What part are you playing in the upcoming program?
Okay, thank you, CEO. Once again, it's an honor to be here tonight. Uh, we are actually, from all indication, working hard to ensure that all the Nehemiahs that are in India studying, we be united, we come under one umbrella, and that's what we have been doing. And we have gone through all of our processes, that is the elections and everything, and now we are working tirelessly to have our inauguration and the on the 13th of next month. And the students here are actually cooperating, but we are currently asking on our people back home, our leaders, and good citizen of neighbor county and Liberia to contribute towards the program, because we are all students here, and equally so, we all do not have the same strength. Now I see some are in some bigger universities, some are in lower universities. So from that program, the proceed from there will be able to help students who are actually not having an upper hand to maintain and sustain themselves in India, in terms of fees or in terms of emergency. So these are things that we actually working on, and on our side we are actually doing well with the students. But we are come today to kind of ask our people to join us in this process, because we cannot do this alone. We cannot do it on our own. We need their support. We need the force from the back to be able to lift us up, to be able to support what we are doing. So these are the reasons that I'm here tonight, because as per our record, we are over in our record now. We have 131 neighborhoods right now here, and we are over 200 to 300 students that we are working with. So we are in a huge number. And now we are kindly asking them to join us in this process to see that our program be a success. Thank you so much. See you.
All right, program be a success. All of you are here. I want you to do something. Y'all take your phone and share this uh, entire podcast to all your followers on every means and platform y'all have. Because the thing here is, those guys listen to this show. They watch this show. Their present might not be here right now, but afterward, they can watch it later on. So if we all do that, those messages will be able to reach them. Franklin Merman, are you there?
Clear my
Oh,
my ear forward. Okay. Man, yeah, we are playing.
all right, Mr. Cruiser, let's hear you. what part are you playing for this upcoming program, and how is the preparation going on as well?
Thank you, CEO. You you may be aware of the different issues African students, Liberian students, and Nima students are no exception of these issues. There are mixed issue of safety, concern, financial, and the issue of adjustment. You know, when you leave from one locality to another, you need to adjust. So these are issues faced by students here in India. And so being from a single county, we thought that we unite so that we be able to curb some of these different issues that we face. You are aware that back home you hear about students being killed in India. You hear about people being robbed. Just quite recently, one of our colleagues was being beaten by criminals who crossed over a fence and was authorized allegedly by another colleague. So all these different things happening, we thought to unify ourselves to be able to see how, because there is this saying that in unity, strong and success is show. So how we can be able to come together, and then we cannot do this all by ourselves here. You know, we are in a strange place, so we rely on the strength of you people back home, particularly you who have been able to contribute this platform to us. If it is other cases, we will pay more than what we think we can be able to afford paying you, but you are able to support us to allow us talk back to our people, particularly those in authority, to say we've constituted ourselves, we are here, we want to have the inauguration. Just besides the inauguration, we can have the inauguration just saying we induct people into office, but that is besides the issue. The issue of raising finance to be able to handle these things are just raised, adjusting ourselves to the new environment, the issue of safety concern. You know, we do not have an embassy here. How do we communicate back home with our colleagues, with family members, with people in authority? Those are all the reasons why we come together to sit on this platform and appeal to those in authority listening to us, our friends who are there listening, the market women who are listening, on how they can be able to solicit support to send here to us, so that tomorrow when we come back to Liberia, we're able to lift our head and say, yes, we went to school and we didn't leave the school looking for different things to do. We're able to achieve, and this is by the support of our people back home that we were able to do. So now society hold us responsible because we've been supported by people fund that we completed education, and we need to pay back to society. And that is why we've come today to please appeal to our people listening to us that we want you to support us. There are a lot of different things we're facing here. Some of us walk to go to school. Some of us barely eat here. It is very difficult. We are going through a lot more that we cannot say all. And we need the support of those listening to us. Thank you so much.
We need the support of those listening to us. So, Mr. Woto, I want to ask this question. Are you able to name those permanent Liberians, Liberians that the letter went out to? Because the goal here is we want to spread this message to them, that whosoever knew them or whosoever that will come across it, to be able to send a reminder to them. Over the past week, I have been here, preaching the message that the student in India needs our help. And, we Liberian will be able to talk. We had to move. So, Mike, do you have, are you able to name them? I mean, there's no chief say about it. Name them here tonight. This is public media. We people might get to know them and say, oh, the children in India call your name or they're looking for you. We're looking for means that you guys will be, supported in India.
Yeah, thank you. See you. Thank you so much. We first of all wrote the past president as our keynote speaker. You know, we continue to engage them. Like last week, I told you that I spoke with the CUS in the office of the vice president, and he said the vice president has gone to southeast. You know, whenever he returns, he's going to communicate with him But then this week, I called yesterday, but it appears to be like he's busy. Yeah, he did not pick up, and we making a follow up. Despite the past president, we wrote the county administration headed by Madam Komi Gono, and the first communication sent before we sent also a reminder starting this going Sunday through their official emails, and we send it to them, but then we are yet to receive a concrete response or responses from their various offices towards our communication. So we also sending a reminder and trying to call. We cannot just send a letter, but we can call directly. But then we noticed that other people highly pick up calls, but I believe it is because of the busy schedule that they have. So that's why I'm making it. And we decided that on this platform, they might one way or the other, their closest supporter or their surrogates will be listening, and they will take the message to them also. So we wrote the foreign affair, sorry, not foreign affair, but the lens in mind, which is Honorable Aaron
Tima.
Martina. Yeah, we wrote him also, and he was just spoke. What he told me is that he's going to take the message to the vice president because the issue that had to do with student support in a foreign land is not easy. Basically, naming few students who are not really who are facing serious challenge with finance support. Their sponsor some some of those students their sponsor let them down, and other also lost their parents, their support base. So we noticed that they've been dragging back 2 to 3 semesters. They are not going to school. So those students, we I told him, but then he said it is not something easy that he alone or his office can just take the initiative. So he's going to communicate that to the vice president as well as the county administration to see how best they can step in to cater to that. So besides that, we also send communication to Ambassador Tiko Yole, but his response is that they got policy in their ministry where there should be request. Yeah, because his control zone is in Europe. Yeah, Europe is his control zone. It's easier to travel in Europe than from Europe to come to Asia. So since we send communication from Asia, he needs to request, and he requested already waiting for permission if he will come or not. So I mean, there are many that we send communication to. Most of our leaders in Nema County, Liberia, they are majority, the legislative caucus, we send communication to them also, and we believe that the chairperson, the caucus chairperson is Honorable S. Sylvester Mena, and we believe we are also waiting for their response. Honorable Ernest Mansie of Nema County, we also send communication to him. So there are many. The senator of Nima, Senator Samuel Kuga, and Senator Yan Twah, majority of our leaders, in fact, we wrote almost all of them. Yeah, all of them in Nima. We sent communication to them, but we are yet to receive uh, 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 a response from them. The business community, I spoke with King Hazar, Prince Howard in Ganta. Yeah, Mr. Howard and myself spoke, and he said we're going to hear from him. On the God's willing, Mr. God's willing, WBHO CEO, Mr. Marco TK. These are people that we extended our communications to, but we are yet to receive uh, their feedback, and we are not stopping. We continue to make a follow up. You know, despite this particular platform, I'm also engaging as a PRO, another media entity, so that we will appear there and re-echo our statement that we previously been saying on this platform, like Nima Dina TV, Nima Online Television, Voice of Gompa. And whenever we been given a privilege to appear, we will also engage them through such media entity, so that they will try to get us clearly from that background. So in order to answer your question in short, we are not selective in terms of our communication. All of our leaders back home, Nema County, Liberia, we send communication with them through their official emails. We ask them to please respond to us. Let them try to visit their email. Our communication is there. Nema County University students in India, our communication, we channel it through their emails. So we're waiting for the response or responses from their various offices.
Yeah, so I would say the effort is not to quit. Myself, when I was attending now Nima University, we started Nima Community College. We are the pioneers of that institution. I remember I was the financial secretary for the Twah River Student Organization there. And the same frustration when we started, people just took us to be, just grown down boys, quote unquote, just looking for their living. But we were establishing a genuine organization, and that student grouping went to work. And if you ever heard of Nima University Entrance Center in Campley, that very year we took the entrance center to Campley. The following year we extended to Gapley. We said the distance we had people all the way from Beauty coming. So based on that, we need another center in Gapley. We did that and begin to tutor our brothers and sisters. At the end of the day, those entrances, we have more students emerging from those districts coming to school. So the fight student life is not an easy thing. And I am also joining you guys to appeal to the entire citizens of Nimba, Liberia, to come and support. I know what it is to, be in India. I have 2 persons there. One have left, one is dead. So it's not easy. And we all are joining hands with the county authorities, the administration, or let's say our lawmakers, and this and that. It's not. You call them, they not answer, send them text message. My man, don't relent. You call somebody, they may not answer, you send it, oh, gee, I know you're busy, but don't forget, we're here, we're waiting on you. If Honorable Dr. Yole is in, he can't come. That's not his control zone. The only thing we're looking for here is, gentlemen, I can't come. Yeah, it's my contribution. That's what we need. If those are coming in, it will help. The only thing is for them to not show up and also not contribute towards the program. They bring frustration and mixed feelings. So we are hoping and backing all of them. I'm joining you guys here tonight. I've been doing it. We're hoping we're backing all of them to be able to come and support you guys in India. If you can do it for another group in Rwanda, you can also do it for the group in India. India is more difficult than Rwanda. I have not heard a complaint of how Rwanda is hard as compared to how India is. So it's an appeal to all our leaders to come and support you guys. If your president is not there, gentlemen, I have something for you here. I'm sending it. Who do I send it through? Gentlemen, I have something here. This is what I got. Somebody pick it up, or this is what's going to happen. If that happens, that's what we need. If you can't go there, send out what you have. I mean, that's the strategy here right now. So Mr. Kawiet, time is fast approaching. And looking at the student population over there, I know the the date of the event, other student might be writing reappear. Your reappear is very interesting over there. Saturday and Sunday or
Yeah.
so I don't know. Is there any other plans to accommodate those students, or what is going on with you guys? What you're thinking?
Yeah. Thank you so much. So that identical month of our program is actually a busy month, where you see students writing a reappear, you see some university and giving a final exam. But we are working with all of our students to ensure that everyone will be present. Even on that day, no matter what happens, you must come for the program so that we can be able to achieve what we have been working for. Even the reappear, you may write, but the time will permit you as well, because where we are carrying the program, it is in the center of Punjab, where it is easier to reach, and it is very fast to reach. You can use whatever means to get there as faster as you want to. You can even use a coupon, you can use bus, you will get there faster. Even after you finish writing your reappear in 1 or 2 hours time, you can get there in 15 minutes time. So we are centering in a place that is very, very accessible to all of our students, so that you cannot create an embarrassment that somebody will get excuse. I was wanted to come, but due to so and so, or due to my test. But even if your test finish in 15 minutes time, you can make a way to make a way to where we are having a program, because it is a center point of India. It is easier to reach. Car can move at any time there, and you can go there as fast as you want to. So these are the strategies we are putting into place so that all of our students can be able to attend the event. Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. So, Mr. Crosser, it's over to you. We are also talking about, the timing and looking at where you guys stands now, roughly about 2 weeks to go. Is there a backup plan to this whole event? Maybe in case this happen, we can go this route. Is there anything in your plan as such?
Thank you, CEO. So normally when you are planning, the first thing you want to do is risk assessment, so that just in case there are any eventuality, there are mitigations plans and you follow. So yes, we're working with several universities. Like my colleague said, we're trying to centralize this to get our colleague here, and, as much as possible. We also doing everything to ensure that this work. But just in case we can't get it done on the day, maybe there was some reason there's a backup. So we can be able to move it to another day. But like you said, the key here, like I told you from the onset, is not about the issue of induction. Induction is I want to say ceremonial. It can be done, even you can be to your house to call you online and induct you. The key thing here, we are aware that, like you said, we are in Asia. We are in a foreign place compared to our colleagues in Africa who might be called alien because we are of the same Negro descent. We get the same black background. So it is much easier for the AU statute to cover African students moving from one country to another compared to coming to different places where we do not have any treaty holding us together unless the UN. And it's quite difficult to go back to Guterres to interpret the UN statute to you and say, this is what the human rights statute say about people crossed and they are in your area. We have seen a lot of students die and there's nothing coming out. Nothing. Students are abused. There's completely racial discrimination here. To the extent when you even go to hospital to be treated, you must go to the expensive one where people will pay attention to you, because when you're not paying more money, then you wouldn't get the kind of service you want. So because of racial discrimination, it is quite difficult for us in India. If it is in Rwanda, you can take slashing iron, you call it the whip up, and walk to somebody's house and say, I can to clean around your house, and you give me something. If it is an Indian man, he'll be laughing at you because he even not understanding the English. So he feels that what you're saying is not something he's supposed to hear. And so this is more difficult for us here, our leaders listening to us. There was several communication we sent. One came back and forth. The discussion was here with Dr. Yoli and Mark, and then he forwarded that discussion to me that he already spoke to Mark on the issue of jurisprudence, the issue of coverage, the issue of this. And I told him, he and myself, we from one background. So I told him, I said, this thing is not to intellectualize. This is a reality of making your contribution. I remember when you were in the University of Liberia, these were things you push other big brothers to do for you. So this is what we want. We're not talking about whether it's in Europe, it's in where. This is not what we're talking about. It is how we can be able to support students here. There are some students here, when they even get sick, they do not have the rubies to just walk to somewhere and buy a paracetamol before I said to go to a place where they'll be checked and given treatment. So we're facing a lot of different things. That Mark said there are some of our colleagues we know by name that even to eat a day is a problem. I'm saying they with passion because I know what it is. I know how many students go through it a day. So our big brothers back home, like we wrote our big brother from Pierre Garden, Afonso, we wrote him. Mark didn't mention him, but we wrote him. We also wrote the former executive director of YMCA, Daniel Nyabo. Bo also has a new institution, it's in Ganta. We wrote a lot of colleagues, and we think, including the market women listening to us, if there will be a need to just carry basket around and write on the support to our children in India, and even just get the $5 Liberian from each market woman, it is much more enough. So we're not only writing politicians, we're even talking to market women, the business community in Nima County, in all our places. Even if it will be the reason some of them even gather potato, edible, plenty, it can reach us. The small money they will get there, we can be able to transport it from there, and people bring it, and we can give it to all our students we know are in desperate need. Our colleagues said we are here, but we are in different categories. There are people here who, on a daily basis, at least can afford based on the people who send them. Some of our colleagues came here, the people who send them, because people lie to them and say there will be scholarship there, their working opportunity. People turn their back and think that yes, it is true. There's no working opportunity here. There's no scholarship here. Students who are here are people who their family people are helping to send things here to them. And so when you're cut off, it's a serious problem for you. And we are all Nimbayan, we are Liberian. It would not be, happiness to see any of our colleagues in the street and looking for something, because you wouldn't even have or find who to go to. You're speaking English, the man is speaking Punjabi, or he's speaking Hindi to you, and the both of you not understanding each other. Sometimes they even put their hand in your chest and push you. That's the sorrowful part of it. They even put you from before them. It's very serious. Our people listening to us, this is something very serious we are talking about, and we depend on them. We depend on all of you, particularly you who have given us almost all of your attention, your time. Like you are even speaking about people in Rwanda, you know how it is, and you know why it is in India. Even though you have not been to India, but at least you send 2 persons here, one come back and can give you testimony of what is happening here. So we're begging you, please, always remind them, if there will be a time we find some trusted people in Liberia, they take basket and go from one marketplace to another and collect some Liberian dollar. It can be deposited as mobile money. When you come here, we receive it as ruby. If it is in US, when you come, we receive it as ruby. We are begging you people. It is serious here. Thank you.
Yes, one thing too is that no politicians, they're quick to disappoint, but private and permanent citizens who just want to be recognized, they are people that are very much trusted. And I'm speaking from experience. When we used to focus back then on government official, this and that, but there is one individual, and this man at the time, He hails from district number 4. But maternally, he hails from district number 4. But this man, to our utmost surprise, one time he just walked on campus and said, I have a student group in here. And he went straight to the registrar office and paid all of our school fees, and we have money there. We were the one now recruiting other students to fulfill our balance money left for the school. So there are prominent people who actually want to make their name to be recognized instead of us fighting behind the politicians. Oh man, the time they can know us are doing election, And you mentioned something here, and that's why I said earlier with the issue of Dr. Yole, and it is not about, you rightly said, it's not about intellectual or this and that. We're talking about reality. We have children in a country where we don't have an embassy. Our government presence is not there. But we Liberians go to Liberia and see how the Indians are living there. Very free. Nobody harmed them. Nothing happened to them. If they go to our clinic and hospital, they get the best treatment ever. But that can't happen in their own home. We are treated like nobody. Their embassy is over there. Why is it that if we can't build an embassy in India, why can't we have a consulate that will represent our children? And I think last week, like I said, that's what I was talking about. Because if you go to Asia, and let's say Rwanda is East Africa, it covers Africa. African Union is right there. And those children, those guys over there, their problem is not as compared to India. India, those people, they are very deep. You're talking about population with billions. All right, billions. And the very few black that are among them, they see them and say, look at the other people, then where are they coming from? They're struggling with their own population, and we have children over there. So, I mean, the core is a very concerning one that every well-meaning Liberians, not just Nimbayans, well-meaning Liberian will have to, adhere to. So, 100% I'm on board with you guys, because if you, and I always say, the last time when Mike and the other folks were here, these are things that we spoke about. Because you see, at the end of the day, people were allowed to come here. I got scholarship. 50%, you do this going to happen. And parents went to work, maybe sold their own farmland or maybe sold whatever they have just to send their children or their kids out of Liberia to go and acquire education. But then it is totally a different scenario, folks. We have people that are stranded. We have people who, like last year, there was a guy who I knew as my friend. He was tragically killed here in America, but he had somebody in India. And that was one of the concerns. How will this person continue education over there? But it is part of life, and we are calling upon everybody to come and help you guys. I know it's morning time over there, so we will go around, circle around to get your parting comments. Maybe some of you had to go back to school, so we can't hold you people here for long. Anita, it's over to you. Let's hear your parting comments and let the public get to hear you.
Thank you so much, sir. Yes, to just add to what my colleague just said, there are people here that are going through a lot, including me that is sitting here, because some of us came here not because we choose to come to India. My agent, he said lots of things because my university, which is Chinega University, they usually give 500 to all of the agents as a commission. So they have to make sure they have to do everything possible for the student to come to India so that they'll be able to earn the money. So the agent told my father that when you come here and graduate from CU, like with BSc degree or maybe master, anything that you're coming to achieve, after that, the school will send you to America. The only thing your parents have to pay is 1,000 United States dollars.
Look at
Only
that.
1,000 have to pay. Then you will go to America. That's the main reason some of us are here. He even told me that my school fees was gonna be 500. He also told me that sometimes you can get rent the houses here, which the rent will be around $40 or $50. But now I am paying $100 every month, and my school fees is almost 1,000. So you see, we are going through a lot here. After my parents have paid out 1,000 at the school, and then they have to pay my rent every month, there'll be no money left for food. So for that reason, now I'm a student. I'm trying to balance my studies. At the same time, I'm trying to sell African things, because sometimes we go to they call it New Delhi. Yes, the capital city. We have to go there to get some things, some African stuffs to come and sell it here for, let's say, 1 or 2 cents. You add it on the job for you to get transport to school, to get daily needs, to print out some files, to do other things that you have to do. We have to start our internship next month. I have someone internship that is going for the whole of June. I need transportation to go for that internship. The school can only send you to wherever they send you, but they don't give you transportation. So my parents don't have money to send for that one. They don't even sometimes they don't even have the rent to send it. And I have to appeal to my landlord. Some of them don't even understand what you are explaining to them. Indians,
Yeah.
they don't understand you.
No, they don't.
We are going through a lot here. We are going through a lot. So we are appealing to people who are hearing us to please come through for us. Some of us, our cases are different. Some people, very worse. When you listen to some people, you will feel for them. It's really bad, especially in CU, because the school fees is too much. Some people paying over 1,500, which the agent told them different thing. And then they can't bother with the situation. You can't tell me that when somebody tell you, say you come here to pay 500 for fees, and then you bother with 1,000, you will say, I want to go back. You will not go back. When I first came, I saw the situation on ground. I called my father. I said, I don't think we can do this, because we are many in my family. We are over 10. So my father has so many children. You can't be paying 1,000 for me. Then you expect my bigger sister, who is in UL, to pay her fees. My younger brother too, in Ganta, in university as well, to pay a fees. And the other one that will stay in school. My father not working. He only a dependent robber. How you expect me to survive here? You see?
So
So
it's actually good that some of you who are victims are here, to tell your story to the public. Because
mhm,
myself, who here, I won't call names. Uh, at a certain point in time, I try to intervene in some situation, but somebody that I knew, and I went deeper to ask question, why is it this is happening? And the person was brave enough. That's how we survive.
mhm,
But which is quite disheartening that you will lie to your fellow human just to survive. That's a foreign land. It's not a place that will say if my child is in Monrovia and nothing happened. No, how somehow you will get a relative or maybe somebody. One thing I observe in a foreign land is that we Liberians, we are very much friendly and free-handed, but not to other nationals. They are not, especially where you guys are Indians. They are not.
yes.
So it is good that you guys some of you who are the victims are here to air this out. Let the public get to hear that. My child going to India, scholarship is there, some sending a form to encourage people to come. That parents and even eager students themselves will be able to, sit down and properly digest those information, because it's very, very, it's a very serious concern. You're talking about 10, roughly a family of 12. Now, this family of 12 are everybody in school, and one
Mhm.
person every. I meant to ask this question because what I've observed over there is that you will be into another semester that have not ended, and then you ask for another semester full payment, and
So
then
that's
the
the
time
point.
passes. Time
Yes.
passes. You tell the student if you can't pay this time, interest will
Oh,
be. This is one of the things that can really get to my soul. Semester have not ended. Registration, you say student got to pay for next semester. If they can't pay, interest will be added. It's quite disheartening. I understand and I know the situation you guys are part of, but thank God some of you are here, are directly victimized. You guys were lied to. And I think it is important that the message, the true and friendly message, go out to the public, to the Liberians themselves that say, I want to go to India, I want to send my child to India. Let the public hear. Listen, coming to America, that is not the route. You might be lucky, or few might have been lucky to have gotten, some scholarship to come to America, but that is not a reality. Your degree from India might be workable here in America, but to enter America is another very tough battle. So it's good now that all of you who have been victimized can send the message to the public, to Liberians, to be aware that India is not all your thing it is. It's over to you, my Beple man. Let's hear your parting. Oh, Anita, sorry, end your thought.
Yeah, so like I was saying, I have to go to New Delhi tonight because we can go at night. Then in the morning we have to buy and then come the same day. So we have to go now to get bus. Yeah, so I was asking if you guys can please excuse me.
Oh, you're actually good to go. We can't hold you. You gotta go get a daily break. Well, if you're in there, your thought, that's good. We wish you well. Go get your draft fish. They can sell to your oil Liberian men and let them buy. Your men, y'all go buy fish from the girl.
They can actually support me. They can buy from me.
Okay, that's good.
All right.
Y'all shouldn't go to their store. Y'all go to your Liberian people and go buy from them. That promote ourselves. All right, so over to you, Alex. Let's hear your parting comments.
Thank you so much, CEO. Like the issue of the documentation people were speaking on, I'm actually in that issue now. My document is getting expired on the 11th of next month, but the school is demanding me to pay my school fee, which the semester is starting in August, before they could even apply for my document. So these are some of the challenges that we can go through. So it's not easy. Yeah, the talking now is not easy. Why will you tell me to pay school fee for August? And August has not even come yet. Semester not even started yet. This semester we in. People are still writing an exam. People will be writing exam up to the 30th. But you are telling me to pay for next semester, which is beginning August, before you can apply for me. And every day that passes when you don't apply is 50,000 for the first 10 days. 50,000 ruby here is almost like $500 US.
Look at that.
So that's the fine. And there were most of the schools are going now. So it's a serious issue. The government should please be involved with students coming to India, because there are people here, their own business they are doing is to just bring people here to get a commission. Then they just leave you now, you on your own now, you just here. So people here will not come back Liberia. There are some people will not come because they found that it's on it. A day they bounce to any immigration center that jail business, and they will not be able to pay those farms. So there are a lot of issues here, and we are calling on our people back there to see how best they can support this process, because it is not so much about us getting money, but it is about us being able to help those that are in those kind of situations. There are a lot of things that are going on here in India that is very, very unacceptable, because the Indian you see, so they are very racist. So to really survive here in India is really the grace of God that is carrying us through. We don't even have anyone here to run to when there is issue. You will just say to where Moya saying they just come down and you go to police station here. You can't African cannot carry nobody to police station here. So yeah, when issue happen between African, are you free? Somebody want to fire you, the best thing you can do, you run away, we can't fight the man. Even with the email landlord tell you, say, my man, your rent expire, you gotta move today. If you don't move, the next day you'll see somebody coming in our room. Why your things in the room? You can't carry that man complain nowhere. The people will tell you, they will help you to just put your thing outside, and you just be looking for people and your friends and to go be with them so you can get money to find place. So the disadvantage here is really, really hard. And we are asking our people to come in to be a help to all of us and to be to many people because it's not easy to be here honestly. So thank you so much, CEOs. And I want to extend a greeting to my people in Beverly. I know you people are listening to me, to our so make our Beverly, now we are at the glory. Mengo mas ya yizi ya yi po ka gan ya program yi ka no ka glon de da ka no se no wo da ni ma kan ti yi school in there yi po ka glon yi ma me for ka go ni ma kan de ka gan ka no ka glon yi ma ka yi abi a do pie ya queen da yi a dance ka because ya thought as yo ya bo ni ma ya si yizo ye ka kwa ho yi kwa yizo ye ka ni na ka abisu kwa koizi. So CEO, thank you so much. That is it from my end. I really appreciate the opportunity and the time. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you. You know, I thought you guys can speak you. I'm good. Now what they can say. What they can say to me. After you can speak you, I said, look at you. I can speak you very clear. I speak your mind very clear. Nothing, nothing you can't take from me. You know, thank you. Another thing that I'm trying to work on here is that to work with all radio stations around our district that will relay those programs so that our people will be able to get those messages. Sometimes we'll speak the GIO so that they will get a clear picture of what is happening. And like I said, after your whole program is over, we'll create a day that you guys will come by, we'll create that awareness to the public that people will not be misled again to fall into those categories where agents going around to recruit. Because the thing is, it's a recruitment. You know, we're talking about this is no different from the situation that happened to our sisters that went to Myanmar and other places that were trafficked over there. This is completely the same thing. Because if I can come and tell you, say, my man, come over here, I'm working, I'm doing this, and I lure you to that. You are there now in no way. My man, you won't be. Can't help your brother and sister in India. They say they want also put things for following. But we begin. So let's go together and help, you know, create awareness so that our people will get to know our brothers and sisters. They, you know, one thing about us Liberians, once we hear they think, oh, the person have traveled. Everybody want to travel, but they don't know what is in their traveling thing. So it's very important that we create this awareness. After your program is over, we'll find time, create this awareness. And hopefully by that time, the radio station that we're trying to connect with, everything will be workable, that our people will get a very clear picture of what we're talking about. Edwin, let's hear you. Let's get your parting comments.
Thank you, CEO. Thank you. So our people listening, like we said from the onset, there's a lot of different challenges we are faced with. The issue of high costs, in the hospitals here for African students, the issue of lack of embassy here that put a serious risks, no way for repatriation if there are issues here of emergency. Our colleagues who were here from the time you had our neighboring country, Pakistan and India having issues, they were at risk because other people were coming to get their people and you could not find people to pull Liberian out from here. It was a serious problem. The issue of safety is a serious concern here. All of us sitting on this platform saw it when our colleague Melvin was beaten. We go to one police station, they tell you, say, Jimapu is not of jurisdiction over that community you are living in. So go to another one. You go to the next one, they say, no, they one doesn't handle this case because it's criminal. So go to another one. And you will move around and get very frustrated until you yourself may want to resolve into violence as a way of solving the problem for yourself. But again, sometimes you don't know to what extent it might go. And I know none of us will want to be here and our family people hear anything wrong about us. Other people may want to engage into it. We will not do it because it will sound different back home. So we're calling on our people who are listening to us to please see how they can help us. Government authorities, duty barriers, please see how you can see this as a way of coming in, like CEO was saying, to have a consulate here. Other countries have embassy and a consulate here. So, for instance, Delhi is a capital, you get embassy and you get consulate in maybe 2 or 3 states. Because India is too big. And 28 states plus other provinces is too big. We can be here and at risk. Like you were saying, there's a completed trafficking in person. This is TIP type 2, where people go and lie to you because they will get commission and they allow you to come. When you come, the case is a different one. There were some of us who were aware before coming. It's a different thing. There are people who came here differently. So this is just a kind of mixed situation where we find ourselves. And we can be happy seeing one Liberian died. Our colleague was about to pursue a master's degree. He's supposed to graduate this July. And he died here at the helm of things that we can't even understand. His body was taken back and buried in Harper. And his family lost him. We are at complete risk here. So since we're already in a situation, how our people can be able to rally around and get things coming to us here so that we get conscience. We know people who are here desperately in need. So it is not because we are all from Nima County we're going to have things share the same. No. We know people who are here who are in desperate need. So we who are the leaders, we are doing it because every person will not speak the same. Those who have voice must speak for the voiceless. Those who can able to stretch hand to people must stretch hand to them. And that is why we are here. We are thankful to you for helping us. We even want you to have a time where you can talk to people back in America, Nibayans in the diaspora, and how they can be able to reach out to us. I think if Ambassador Yoli...
After the show, I will send you a couple of organizations.
Okay.
And then to send communication to.
We'll be very happy. And I think Ambassador Yode, who has some of the influences over some of his colleagues because he's very intellectual, can be able to talk to some of them, and, so that at least they can be able to help us. And that is where we want him to use the intellectual mind to convince other colleagues to be able to help us. Because where we are now, no amount of good English can help us. The only thing that can help us here now is to get us money. No amount of English.
Listen,
the Enable do not even understand good English. That's the first thing.
Nobody talking about we want
no vocabulary can help us. Because the man will even feel you insulting him. So you can speak big English to Indian man. You tell him something, he say, come fast, go fast. That's the only kind of thing the man will hear. So we're begging, please. And so I want to say goodbye to our people listening. And please do not forget to send us the $1, the $2. We depend on the market women. We don't want to dwell only with the politicians. The market women, if you are listening to us, some of you can take the lead and take basket and collect $10 per table, $50 like $100 among the motorcyclists. I know there are colleagues who are united. And when they hear that their brothers and sisters in India are stranded, they will be able to help us. Yes.
Somebody's asking. Can you see this comment?
Yeah, how will giving you money help you? This is a very good thing. So we've raised few issues from the onset. I told you we have safety concern here. We have the issue of medical cost here. We have the issue of students going to bed hungry without eating. We have there are just different kind of issues that are here. And so the paramount concern of any person here is for their fees to be paid because we're already in it. So any other money sent to us will be able to use those money for feeding ourselves, paying transportation to go to school, settling the issue of rent, settling the issue of Alice is in one big trouble. My visa is expiring July 22nd. I'm in big trouble. So how can we be able to do visa extension? How can we be able to get the issue of permit, our resident permit? All those things are money that we need. And when they were telling us, they told our family people back home that it is scholarship. So when you say you going for a scholarship in other countries, people are aware that that scholarship is even supposed to get allowance, assigned to you. So then how can you call someone back and say, I'm supposed to get visa extension? Of course, in scholarship, visa extension is part of it. How can you call somebody and tell them, say, I'm supposed to get permit? How can you call somebody to say, I'm supposed to get rent? Where when there's a scholarship, then you're supposed to be on hostel. So all those different things. And the rent here varied based on the locality. So those are of our colleagues who are in Sheniga, in the capital city, pay different kind of rent. Those in Louisiana pay different kind of rent. Those who are in villages, like people in Bulapu, people in Ramgar, and all those different places, they also pay different kind of rent. So we need money so that we'll be able to complement those people. Because if you were to ask me for my rent and I call my rent and somebody in Chenika call their rent, you think the person want to steal from you, you think the person want to rob you. But they are different localities, so the fees different, the rent are different, the schools are different. And so we really need money. So the colleague who asked how will money help us? Yes, it is a good question, but it will really help us to solve some of our problems. Because I don't have in my study plan, I didn't get anything there for medical to say when I'm sick, how I go to hospital. The person who helping me don't have any plan for that. When I'm sick, that one on me. Nothing like that in the thing we ever established. So that is a CEO.
All right, thank you. Mike, it's over to you.
Thank you, CEO. Thank you so much. I want to commend you for this particular platform. It is applaudable, and always I'm grateful to you for being proactive every time to respond to our calls. And I believe through this medium, our message continue to go viral. Uh, let me bring you up to speed. Just the simple thing that can happen even in our country Liberia, and someone here look and say that yeah, let's do it go and pass. Orange, Liberia and Lone Star operate in our country.
Hold on. So, Mr. Vani Sambola, I want to know. I don't know where are you. Can you just send your location? Then the question will be easier to answer because he's saying, "Okay, thanks. So, how can we help you? How can some of us send you assistance?" So, I don't know if you want to respond to that.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
we got we got
Mark, let me come quick. So for money to come to us here, there are several ways money can come to us.
Oh, hold
You
on.
could deposit, yes. So some of our colleagues who have account.
Hold on. 1 second. He's saying, all right, he lives in US.
Remittance. We can get remittance.
So, Mr. Sambala, there's what we call remittance that goes to them.
Through mobile money, yeah.
Yeah.
We just need a Lone Star number. Just a Lone Star number to him.
Yeah. He's saying through UBA. Oh man, I'm only talking you're slow down.
Yeah, UBA can also do.
Oh, okay, this one is from Liberia patient. All right, so Mr. Sambala, like the Sambola, right? Let me say your name right, Mr. Vani. So you are in the US, you could either do maybe money grant to them, they pick it up in the rubies, but then
money grant expenses, send wave is this easier.
So
simple Lone Star transaction, send wave.
Send wave number over there for that as well. But then, man, y'all making the whole thing complicated. Y'all post
So it is easy. Just a Lone Star number, the money go directly to that number, and it is easy. That's all. He will not have to pay how they call charges for going to do Western Union, nothing like that.
All right,
because he want to help us, then you go.
Can somebody call the Lone Star number? That made the whole thing short because they may know.
Yeah. So
something.
So the Lone Star number is 0886. I want you to post it, CEO.
Hold on, let me grab my pen, my friend. We'll try to put it there. Yeah, let's go. 086. Go ahead.
352
352.
352
Yeah.
444 444
352 444. Okay.
444.
86 352 444.
So the name is Friday Cruiser.
So, Mr. Sambala, if you are still following, let me read the number before I start putting it up. There is 886 352 444. You know, they usually for them is 6 digits, so it's not our code. So,
Yeah. So
088
see.
or better still, I will send you a message right after the show. I will send you an inbox so that we will help them out. Yeah, go ahead. Any your talk.
Yeah, see also if it is not going, you can add +231 to it and just take out the 0.
Yeah, we know the other part will definitely add it there, but
okay.
I will fix it and put it up there. Okay, thanks. He got it.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you, CEO. Thank you so much. I really appreciate. So, like I was saying, just simple issues like Orange Liberia operating in Liberia, Lone Star also operating in Liberia. And when you come in this country, there's a system here. Yeah, there's a system here, and the people country, the system, those who can implement the system, they are very proactive. Let's take you to the permit where my colleagues also highlighted on. My permit by the 20, let's say 30 of this month, will be getting expired, my residential permit, along with the visa. And I have to go to the school to extend it. So what happened is that you have to leave the time ahead, like 1 month to go and apply, which I did. And my school gave me it. Yeah. When my school offered it, Unreach also, because my permit along with all your documents are all attached. So my school already gave it, I know that I'm free. But then I have to visit, because once they give you that, the same permit they give you will be the same car. The company will offer you, they will look at the permit. If, for example, that 1 month or 5 months permit, you will notice that when you go open a bank account, that particular SIM card they will give you, it will only work for that particular 5 months. That's how it works. You see it? And whenever your permit gets expired, when you renew it, you will have to visit the office. And the office is there around you. You have to pay a way to go there. When you go in, you go with a permit, the one you already renewed, you go with a permit and your visa, and they will put it in the system. If that one more permit you carry again, they will put it there. That's just how the SIM card will work. But if not, you will notice that your SIM card, it will spoil. Yeah, they will block it. It will not work. And how do you communicate with your colleagues? Suppose you get Wi-Fi in your room. How do you communicate with your colleagues? Those are problems that we are faced with. The people can implement and that's how I look at it. I want my sponsor don't know about it. All he said, what up is our permit, the school fee should be paid, all these things. So we are actually in the vanguard, and we appreciate the way in which how you're creating the avenue for us. And we are requesting you, because say by so now what I want to say is that we're looking up to you, and you are the only person that mostly helping us in this capacity. And we pray that there will be another platform, basically about fundraiser. Yeah, we are requesting you for us to create another time where there will be flyer prepared, and we'll post ahead of time on the platform as well as our various pages, so that we will try to create that fundraising rally on this platform. While I'm also as a PRO making another way for some other media entities. So it is just a matter that some of the guys can be busy. That's why, but I'm still in communication with them, and we hoping and pray that our leaders will respond. We went low. We were not really promoting this particular program because we were writing exam. So exam just finished for some of us, and we will be here discussing this particular program, how effective it will be, and how prepared we are. And we're looking at our people back home for the support to come. There are problems, and we will not sit here to disclose everything here. All those small things that create problem, we will not sit here and discuss all, but the major ones are the ones that we're discussing now. And we have few students who are crying here and there. When like our faces are different, you will also notice that our stories are various. Yeah, just how our faces, our names looks like. So those are problems we are faced with. It is not easy. If I can look at myself, and my story is different, where I can sit and say, yeah, things fine with me. When you listen to other people's story, see, oh, sometimes you say, but and this country, it make you to be greedy, to admit. Let me not lie to you, because if I can afford if I can afford $50 this particular month, where I'm trying to manage it for like this month and next month as well as the following month. And my friend tried to maybe hang on me for 2 weeks, that I see, I can show you that I will just show faith for 2 days. The following did not know. Once I calculate, because when I go on the road to go back, when I transfer, the next thing is to go in my account to know my budget, how much there now. So if I notice it, it's going low now, then I'll try to talk to my friend how to go. Those are problems. And we are not, such character people. We love to give, but the constraint in the country that we find ourselves in, that's what breaking the problem. So thank you so much, and we really appreciate your effort, and we look forward that our people from now to that time, June 13, is not far again. They will respond, so that like our brother who just followed, and he, through our explanation, he tried to step in. We really appreciate one Vanny Samala. We appreciate your effort. We hope that our next coming, there will be people to in the vanguard to support. Thank you for the opportunity to see you.
All right, thank you, gentlemen. Vani, if you're listening, I already sent you the number. I already sent you inbox, so just look it up and reach out to them directly. So it's been a pleasure here tonight. If you are following, if you are watching, we are in conversation with our students, NIMA students in India. They are in dying needs and they need our help. So we've been in conversation with them. We started last week, and we are here again with another edition. If you come across this video, to all our government officials, to all permanent Nimbayans, please try to help your brothers, your children in India. It's not easy. And to parents out there, if you don't have the hands, don't send your child to India. That's as simple. If you don't have the hands, do not send it. Don't listen to those people that are saying, come here, your tuition will be this. These are all lies. They want to get their own share of, they're working for the institution. At the end of the day, if your child enter the money the child pay, he or she got 500 there. So let's say if I convince about 10% to come, and 500 times 10, that the one that I will get, but you will be not paying that money for the 4 years. The 4-year tuition alone, if you pay $1,000, that's $4,000 right there. Every month, house rent, 100. So for the 12 months, 1,002 times 4. Calculate right there. That 4,000 and change there, and the child got to eat. The child need car pay. So all of that, if you put it to calculation, you're thinking about maybe close to 20,000 USD just to keep your child in school in India for a period of 4 months, 4 years. So don't be fooled. Don't listen to those flyers that are going around. You get scholarship. You can work here. They are all lies. The Indians don't even have a job to do. They are another surface set of people, so to speak. So it's been a pleasure having you here tonight, guys. We will keep spreading the messages around. We will, share your story with people, and thank God that people that are victimized themselves are here to, speak out so that others who are listening will follow. Patient with all the testing you're doing, try and be testing like Bira. Try and test that office every minute, do something for you. Test them, call them back to back. You should be calling them. Yeah, so folks, let's rally around to help our brothers and sisters in India. It's not easy. Life is difficult down there. Gentlemen, it's been a pleasure with you guys here tonight. I know y'all gotta go do your other things, so you guys can leave. We'll keep spreading your messages, and I will send you some names for organizations that you guys can write. Maybe I might not have their email, but just do it in the order that I will send it to.
Yeah. We even send communication to I would say the President Emeritus, Mr. Samuel G. Wube, unique president in America. He myself been communication, been chatting. But I believe this particular convention that was just held this going Saturday was the problem that he was not really responding. But each time I text him, he can respond actively, even when he paid a visit to Liberia. So I'm going to reach out to him starting today, tomorrow, yeah, like that. So we're looking up to everyone then.
The convention is over now, so he should be able to respond to your text. He's the outgoing, so the incoming have not taken seat yet. So
Sure.
But he's still in power, so y'all continue to pressure him. Yeah. I mean, nobody they gotta do something. Something gotta drop. At least even boxer will be okay. That man drop it in.
Yeah.
All right, gentlemen.
Okay.
Yeah,
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. See you.
It's not about getting rich.
Well, folks, that was it here tonight. You listened to the voices of the students in India. They were here pleading with the public to, come to their rescue. Like I said last week, it's not easy. The life in India is not an easy life. Those guys, some were fooled, I would say. Some were lied to. As we witnessed the case of people or Liberians and other nationals that went to places as Myanmar or other Arab nation in the search of greener pasture, it's the same thing. That's the part two of those children in India. Though some of them were sent there by permanent people or maybe by relatives or parents who have the hands, but majority of them went down there through the influence of other people who lied to them. Quote unquote, I got a organization. If you come here, this is what's going to happen. They were the recruiters. They are agents. They can work with the school. We like to go to school. I can bring in student. When I bring in student, what's my commission? So then maybe the school will say, okay, one student, you get 500. So just think about one person convincing maybe 2, 3 persons just to come and join. So if 3 person comes, that's one fire right there commission for them. So this is what you see. People will go around to send flyers and say, "Oh, you come here, you got 50% tuition, you got this and that." At the end of the day, people are victimized. People will jump on those calls and they will go down there. Like we always say, when you're full in the water now, you can't drive back. That is what happened to some of those kids over there. Some are there, though not everybody who went there with the intention of going to school, and some are just on the streets. But majority of those children over there, they are people who are eager to learn. Some sponsors are no more, and therefore they are there trying to make life. And one of those students that appear here tonight is one of the victims that somebody told them, if you come here, your tuition will be 500. But according to her, what tuition is 1,000. Every semester is 1,000. And this 1,000, let's say you pay 1,000 December, because the way it works, there's some you will have to pay in advance before the school semester starts. So in December, which is the semester they on now, the payment was in December. December 15 was the deadline to pay. And if you can't pay that money, interest will be added. Every day that passes, interest is added to that money. So maybe you were to pay $750 and you didn't pay on the 15th of that $750. Every day there will be a specific, I think 50 rupees or not 500 or some kind of thing will be added to that money. And based on that, you will have to pay this money. If you can't pay, you pay the small side, the remaining they will still put interest in. So the way in which they get their money is they suppress. They put you under tension to get their money out of you. Now, school opening in August, they're telling students to pay tuition now. If you can't pay now, interest will incur on that money, which I think, is most of the thing over there, the way we Liberians do things is quite different from the way the Indians behave towards us. And another contributing factor is that we don't have our government representation in that country. We don't have it, but they have government representation. Just think about health. And again, if your child is there, just pray to God that that person should not fall sick. Because if he or she is sick, the only hope that person has is maybe paracetamol. If it is stomach problem, maybe go get something that will stop it. But something that will say, okay, if you don't have the money to spend, you don't have a quality treatment. And even if you have the money to spend, they will not still respect you as the way they will respect their citizen. A lot of things involved into this whole thing called my child is going to India. So it is very important to even look at those, study them very well. If you even thought it wise to send your child to those institutions, please make it up your duty. Do thorough search. And don't just jump on a call when your child say, Papa or Mama, they said this going to happen. That lie. In the plain Liberian English, these are all lies. Don't listen to them. Because at the end of the day, you will be the person, you will have one slipper on your feet. And not just sending the child there too, though. Because house rent in some places is more. But the basic one, you will spend $100 a month. All right, $100 on house rent. That person got to eat. That person need to put on clothes. That person need computer. So the main thing here is the prices of Liberians over there is different from their own people. If you went to buy, they will look at you and tell you this is it. But if an Indian person is going to buy, Indian price is different. Let's take example. The way they are, just see the way they live in Liberia. Do we press them differently? They live there freely. In fact, they own most of those businesses over there. Some of those they even have companies. Yes, they live there free, and when we see them, we treat them with respect. But we don't have that same respect in our own home country. And I think it's a wake-up call that our government should be able to stand up and see to it that we need a representation over there. And to you officials that the children wrote, even if the children didn't send you a letter to sponsor them or to help them, and you keep it, if you having to listen to this podcast, please let's help those children. It's very important. Your 1 cent will help to put another student in school. And at the end of the day, after their program, they will come and sit right here and tell us how much they raise and who all that will be helped. Their name will be displayed on this platform, because we can't talk to people to help them, and at the end of the day, nothing is happening. Justice got to be done to all men. So based on that, we will want to see transparency occurs on all levels. So folks, we are appealing to you. If you listen to this video, let's help our NEMA students in India. Their goal here is to help other students that are stranded to either pay for some fees or get food on their table. It's not easy. If you're there, you got strong backing that even you can get $50 a month to feed on, you big man, very big man. Because there are people who don't even have. There are people who still needs help. Let's try to help our brothers and sisters down there. All of you that the children wrote, NEMA government officials, you please respond to them. Your presence can't go there. Your little token can help them. Your presence can't go there. Your little token will do meaningful work to them. You're very sad new, even in a Western world where some of y'all have your children or whoever attending major, in fact, tertiary institutions. Y'all know how it is. Even though Western countries have some dignity when it comes to the human race, they respect, though it's not to the fullest, but you have some dignity, but it is not in Asia, especially India. The life they live over there is dangerous. Their life is in danger, which requires, us to be in prayer with them, to support them on a daily basis. If you have a relative, your child in India, pray for them. Because if anything happened, we all witnessed, we all saw the issue with the other students that was killed by those Sudanese. Those children got a call to the embassy, to the foreign ministry in Liberia. They have to call on the Indian ambassador before the Indian security apparatus could even step in. Aina Benzo are going to be freer. Nothing was going to happen. That is, we don't have any representation over there. People will pay, maybe you have malice with another person, they will pay the Indians to come and attack the other person. These are not what we should embrace. But if they are, if students are coming out to say we need help, we need assistance from you guys, it's what we should applaud to help them. Let's help those children. If we can send support to students in Rwanda, why can't we send support to them in India? Now there's an organization called the NEMA Student Organization in India. Why can't we do that to them? Let's help. Let's support them. They are calling on us. If you come across this video, if you will watch this video, the NEMA students in India are asking for assistance. Their program is June 13 on a Saturday. They are launching officially the NEMA student organization in India with the new office leadership that will be taken into office, and their whole goal is to raise $15,000 to help their fellow students return to school. That is their goal. Let's help them. Let's reach out to them. If you are in Liberia, your 1 cent, your 2 cent can help them. We'll do something great. The little small one you send to them will do something important. County administration, they said they send you letters. Please help. NEMA caucus, you guys receive letter from those children. Y'all don't forget them. Ministers, deputy ministers, directors, all the BB men from NEMA. Like your children and calling you, y'all help me and beg you. That rally around and reach out to them. And some of us will make sure that transparency exists, and whatever they will generate will have concrete, fair, and transparent report on this platform, because this platform, we offer it to them free so that they will air their information. I know they are students. I won't charge them. We want them to succeed. Well, folks, it has been a pleasure here tonight. It is the Riverside Talk, the Twah River TV. I want to say thank you to you all for those that follow, those that send in comments. I want to say thank you. And Mr. Vani Sambula, I want to say thank you to you. I'll send you the information in your inbox. Please reach out to them, and I hope you will do that. Thank you very much for doing that to the children. Is very important. Let's help. Let's help. Our $20 send wave, our $5, $15, $100, $500 will help a lot. Let's make a way for them. Thank you all for being here tonight. It has been a pleasure. I want to say thank you all. Bye from my end.